I rock like a bag. Fuck a chief in a trap. I like feeling the vibe. Man tucking on that pride and see it's just a divide. But you fuck with white girls and you push genocide. And Jennifer, the only one you call for a ride. I was fucking with that shit, but now my feelings have died. And all my women spoil like my package expired. My discernment like the tooth with the feeling inside. Cause I'm here to tell the truth. Fuck what you feeling inside, nigga. Fucking white girls.
This that prolific, spiritual individual. Grab your bitches, they follow him everywhere he go. My oracle, this shit I'm kicking like Sub-Zero. Most niggas play this, but we keep shit popping like teenage pimples. Y'all niggas lack credentials, overlapping. Most uniques with meditation, elevation, fundamentals. It's official, like a ref with a whistle. I will pick up my dribble. She look me in the eyes, open up the eyes to say, play monkey in the middle. The woman's my favorite riddle. High charisma in my temple. She get real experimental. With her mouth on my pickle, guess my lap is her pillow. She have fun giving me brain, that's real fundamentals. Give me some, get you one. I'm a chosen one to overcome any spiritual war. I know I already won, cause my high vibrations surpassing all you bugs, nigga.
Yeah. Lyrical ecstasy, club smooth, how Alexis be. Reference me whenever you thinking of who the best would be, respectively. It's longevity, I'm from the pedigree of gifted ones with powers to tackle and such telepathy. The mind is everything, you so all forever lost in this matrix. Starving to be a part of this great shit. Flow like the A6 when in traffic, wreaking havoc. Blue steel 44 bulldog. I let you have it through the mathematics. And while you at it, step your game up. Was real when I ain't have shit. And when I came up was never no half shit. I put the same up and people out here plastic. Don't fuck the game up. It's strange, but we carry on. Gotta be very strong. In this life that's not promised or very long. I get my berry on, spit it from the depths of the dead. It's greedy. Who got next on this beat?
Supreme dropper, the sun and God, the dream stopper, the rude awakener, fumigating you fleas proper. Rejuvenation's illuminating through these jobbers. Came back and immediately superseded you teeny bops. Full of this positive energy, you can see the shopper. And you can tell I'm a soldier like P and Sophie Shop. Invoke the fit more than dude.
Y'all better go and stream my man music, man. I ain't gonna sit here playing this shit like that.
And I can different vibe. I'm just a different mind. The first two fall off is in the temple and Siri line. But fucking niggas, enough about me, let's switch the topic. Go.
That's Dre music, man. I was checking him out, peeping out some of this. I like some of it, man. You know, I'm an old hip hop guy, so I can be very, you know, I'm gonna say what needs to be said. It's just good, bro. He need to work with somebody, and you know, I know he got some stuff out though, but he need to be working with somebody else too. So yeah. Hold on, I'll be right there, y'all. If you don't know about no grits, don't even ask. Yeah, I've been cooking grits that damn long, y'all. Let's go ahead and get this thing set up. I'm about to run in there and stay a few more times, so it is what it is. Hey, listen. I gave 2 of these away to the kids, right? And I tasted one with about 4 people. They was like, is that cracky shit? I said, yeah, you know, somebody bought it for me, thank you. I don't eat sugar, so don't send me no more. So I had a little piece. No, I can't eat shit like that, but that's crack, man. It says crack. It's from the Motherfucker, he's supposed to be making a healthy one, he said, but that shit right there, I don't eat donuts no more. God damn. I mean, y'all saw I eat healthy ice cream whenever I want one. The shit don't taste all that good, so I never really wanted it. It's there. Something ain't right, man. I had a little piece of that bitch with he got one that got I wanted the chocolate, the Oreo cookie things in it. I mean, some of y'all know I got a love for dark chocolate, right? I eat dark chocolate all the time. This is 86%, and I got 92% upstairs. I actually ordered some cocoa because I like to eat the regular cocoa. It's different. It's better for you, and it's good. Also fights cancer. But I don't use the other one. I like the Giraldi. They might mess with it and mess it up for fool everybody. But let me tell y'all something. The kids were going crazy. It's a little tiny thing, but I told them, look, split it up. After we took the little pieces, everybody was like 4 of us. They took big pieces. I just wanted a little piece with the cookie to see how I take. Oh hell no! This and then this is how you drinking that fucking milk and everything. Look. I even sent a message to Callie. I says, Instagram, start making them healthy because right now you're fucking people's lives up with that, bro. I hope he took it in heart because I can't stand. Y'all know I don't like sugar, especially the shit made from beet sugar. That's not the way sugar's supposed to be made. Beet's not meant to be made in sugar. That little bit had my mouth watering, my eyes about that fucking dilated, like I was on something. I don't know anxiety and nothing like that, but I was like, nigga, if I don't go to sleep off of this little fucking piece right here, imagine me eating down one of them whole things. I'd be in everybody's ER. Just kidding. But no, seriously, that shit is crack. I'm not giving that to no kids no more. I really want to put it, the box is over there. Yeah, it's over there with the packing over here with that little return thing. So Callie, what I'm going to do, if you ever look at this and you saw you got 3 of them fucking bags of cookies back, that was me, Red Wolf, sending that junk back to you because it's too fucking good. Now, he could probably use that for motherfuckers to buy it. I'm not telling y'all to buy that shit. Hell to the no. I got to go stare. Hang in there. It's a busy day anyway. Oh yeah, they about ready now. Hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. That is banging. I'm about to get up in like 4 minutes, man, and turn it again and take my fish that I've actually warmed up that I fried out of the oven. So yeah, this is before we even get started. That was Dre's music I was playing. So I hope people have subscribed. I'm looking at the numbers, and I know people don't like being told what to do, but they don't even know what they're supposed to do. Let me. I got a little package here. This is from Saturday. I left it in there when I saw it because I was going to tell them stop stuffing stuff in there. You know what I mean? And I don't remember ordering that unless it's some return, some shit that keeps coming that should have. Oh, this is something new. That's right. I had you know, I got stuff in the thing. Okay, this is something new. I don't know if I want to try it. This is potassium with extended release magnesium. So for those who like to run and work out and all that kind of stuff, I kind of like life extension. But let me see what these things look like, smell like, actually. So when I saw it, I stopped some of the auto crap because I'm not big on that. If I want something, a lot of times you gotta let them know because sometimes it won't say it's auto. And you be like, think you need that $30, and all of a sudden that $30 is gone for those of you. Okay? Because that shit's new from the fake demic. They wasn't doing no auto shit like that unless you was with Thrive Market or they asked you, would you like the auto ship? No, I just want to try it, one-time order. these motherfucking companies based on Chinese fuckery and this Ashkenazi nonsense are doing it without even you asking, as if they control you. Good to save these two to start fires, people. A little bit of wax, break off a little corner of it, get your little egg carton, right? A little paper egg carton, put that in there, put your little charcoal, not activated charcoal don't burn, but lump charcoal, break you off some lump charcoal in there, pour you some wax, and if you got a little piece of cotton or something you want to, like, if you don't know how to make resin, I'm not going to go through all that, but it's really easy to make resin. You can go out to some of your birch and pine trees. Be careful which pine tree. There's only 7 are deadly, 7 you can use. Okay, anyway, you get put that little resin on there and let it sit. Give it a week or 2 and make you a whole bunch of them, and you got quick little fire starters. All right, so okay, potassium. Now this only reason why I ordered this stuff because it's vegan or vegetarian. It's plant-based, so at least that's what they say. Mostly everything you partake in now is synthetic. Even your ass is 15 to 25% synthetic, sadly. But I gotta go stare. I'm gonna get into it. Oh my goodness. Fuck. I'm gonna break something down about, see if y'all aware of this. Oh man, that's perfect. Alright, and off. Alright. Butter, where's the butter? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I already hit it, motherfucker. Well, I bet I got some people coming in scared them. Hey man, you cuss so much. I don't cuss. It's all fun, man. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm gonna have to go back to it in a couple more minutes. Alright, that's ready. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to do the grits one more stir, y'all, because I don't like it where I grew up eating grits where it's a little watery. Not watery, but and then in the military, we eat them thick. You know what I mean? You add the butter and add some syrup or some shit. People used to add milk and sugar. Nigga, that's grits, salt and pepper. But anyway, and I like mine now where it's kind of like, it's thick, but it's more like cream of wheat. You dig what I'm saying? Like, and mine's garlic, onions, and peppers, you know, and a little cayenne and turmeric in it. So my grits is fire. And I'll put a drop of Carolina Reaper hot sauce. So I like that bang. So I put it when my whitings are fried, right? In coconut oil. I put the grits right on top, and that's how I eat it. Like whenever I do have fish and grits. All right, so check this out. I'm gonna break something down to you, right? What's the main thing that happens? Why are people so war stuck, right? Well, if you look at all the video games today, it's about combat or fighting one way or another. If you look around the world, it's who has the better equipment, ships, this, that, and other. Ego stroking, the last thing any of us need. NATO was supposed to be the end war of all wars, yet they are the ones, the protagonists, I want you to pay attention, who are pushing the war. Who you think pushed that crap between, and you know who's behind NATO, right? Just like our government and all other governments. They're the ones that pushed when the breakup with Germany and all that, America and Russia, kept that solidified when it was easy to dismiss. And we believe, motherfuckers think Reagan tear down that wall. Reagan was a monkey, a worthless half-breed Ashkenazi fucktard. Our custodian, if you want to look at that. I don't know what, I don't see never that. But today, do you know who gets most of the money and where it mostly comes from? Us. Yet, these Ashkenazi fuck bastards, the same ones, Federal Reserve, who brought down, who created the first 2 recessions. We are way out of a recession. We're at the worst part. We're at the bottom. We are in a last ditch place. And y'all don't get who's doing it. The very motherfuckers who want to push BRICS, which BRICS is not worth, when you look at the nations, pay attention and do the fucking homework. And you look at the money we put out there, so-called, in this world of fucking money, we are the biggest spenders all the way around. So how can the dollar lose value unless somebody says, who was the president that stated the fact that everything that happens was already thought of and it was designed to happen the way it happens. If you think that none of this was designed, but the thing that boggles my mind is how you motherfuckers don't know this. You motherfuckers are so selfish, and so stingy, and so greedy, and I'm not worried about donations. Your brother just blessed, man. We got a good book coming in. I'll get the other ones when I get them. I'm waiting on some books. I think they were fucked up in one of them trains. They've had a lot of trains get shit stolen off of them. I hope these motherfuckers, I hope I don't have to go digging through all my shit and go, hey, look, this book, oh yeah, what's the, the order number? Motherfucker, I didn't get it. And you know that the train shit, because they notify these companies. But these dirty motherfuckers, that's what's wrong with America. There's too many dirty peckerwoods in this motherfucking goofy niggas who partake in it. And foreigners, I'm talking about y'all too, just because y'all think white and black means America only. And white and black don't, the farthest thing it means is America. It was trodden all your fucking lands, you monkeys. So anyway, yeah, shit don't apply to us, our doctrinists, the original fucking people. That's you monkeys, you puppets of war and everything else, because you're so flustered and fucked up, and you can't deal with somebody that comes along, you can't make heads or tails or spins or whatever the fuck up, and you sit there wondering. Now, let me carry on, because I went off on a little jihadi and shit against the fucking idiots who like to come snooping their head and like it fucking matters. But anyway, right? Agency or not, it doesn't really give a fuck. Anyway, I don't give a fuck. So anyway, right? You look at all this shit that's going on, and it's the very motherfuckers who run around, take over our land, all the gold from our banks, and these foreign fucks didn't earn shit. All these so-called billion trillionaires, they're not smart. They know shit you don't know, but they were put in that position, and not by you. Make it make sense. They went for World War III. Are you listening? They believe the countries around the world got better fighting capable men. Bullshit. That's why they had to poison our army, and our Marine Corps, and our Air Force, and our Navy, so they can give them an ultimatum. We can get that stuff out of you. Thank goodness there's people who know that eating shit that I eat will get that shit out of you. Okay? But there's other damages being done by the air. We're talking about people going to sleep and never waking up because they are unaware of what happens. And that's why I tell y'all it's important to pay attention to these monkeys, because they don't know nothing about fair. No fight is fair, but what they doing is pussified. It's not about fair or anything. They're pussies as they always have been. They can never stand toe to toe and fight you. And then they use people who have the capabilities, but these people are stupid to actually buy into the bullshit. Worthless, not even worth the, y'all know I was gonna say not even worth the bones in that skin suit, but pussies. And that's what the fuck they are. So they want to annihilate because there's only one thing that wants to, and they know we can kill them too. Yes, y'all can kill every one of them motherfuckers. The problem is, y'all don't have kill in you. Got a lot of pussy, but no kill. I'm not calling y'all pussies. I'm saying, but most men today got a lot of pussy in them. The P-funk. You know, spitting the P-funk. I was wondering if somebody might figure that out, because I don't want y'all to get it finished. Some of y'all are a little emotionally unstable. But yeah. You pay attention to the numbers. And people are still playing the game with this world. I mean, it's good to have somebody who knows the game and say, not today, motherfucker. This is what you want. This is what you believe this is for. And this is what you think that I'm supposed to allude to. The moment you do those things, you make a contract. A binding contract. I don't think y'all get that. See, y'all, some of y'all think you can make a binding contract and remove yourselves, like you can deport yourself. Like, make it to make fucking sense. It's enough that they perverted the land, but did they? They perverted the minds of the land. And the minds are perverted because some willingly, but the majority unknowingly. And even though they have the chance to hear this over and over and over, they will deny it. What's the plausibility for denial? Their ignorance. That's that right, Brickz. Hold on, be right back. We're gonna read a little bit, don't worry, motherfuckers. You in a rush? It's just fucking Monday. You in a rush? Get your ass going. I ain't missing out nothing. I got the best show. I got the best seat and the best show on earth. Woo, there's some motherfucking grits, boy. Y'all don't know about them numbers. I'm gonna put some cheddar cheese on. Cheddar cheese ain't going in my grits. All them goddamn bodybuilders that have heart attacks. Even though it's vegan cheddar cheese, it just don't melt right in grits. It look like soupy string or some shit. Anyway. Anywho, yo, Lloyd, what's going on? You just popped up. Hey, Ronald, Original, what's going on, beloved? What's happening? What's happening? Who's all up in here? You just popped up. T. Hines, I guess when I walked away, I guess the algorithm was like, it gets show for a minute. Let's take a break. Anyway, T. Hines, Rondo, what's going on, beloved? Mr. C, what's happening? What's happening? Anyway, Dre, I played your music if you come in. I hope for those who heard it, it's pretty cool. It's a lot. I wasn't going to play all his music on here. You go and listen to it, stream it, or whatever, okay? As I was saying, look at the stats. Just go look at the stats. We're brothers and sisters, and we got to get it together. And I know some of you will have a hard time with that because you've been through some hard shit in your family, and I'm not here to hold your hand and counsel you, motherfucker. I'm here to tell you to move beyond that. What about you and your brothers? You don't know my brothers. Nor do you know my real family. So just mind your fucking manners. And think about yourself for once in your life. And not in a selfish way. Roy, what's going on, beloved? All right? I don't give a fuck if you feel confused or whatever. Just fucking listen is what you need to do. It's funny how people that really don't know nothing, and every time they mark on something, whatever they think they know, they realize sooner or later, once they wake up, this shit keeps me in the same dribble. Keep me in the same drab, in the same closet, the same world, in the same motherfucking, and with same locks. When you start realizing it. So making contracts is not the way to solidify it. Okay? You free yourself from those contracts, and then you stand by that by knowing. This is when it's important to know the Bill of Rights and the Constitution for now. Because see, the enemy, to them, that's a game. They have their own. When I broached upon the fact that this was a continent of many, listen to me now, many nations, that means many countries within it, people thought I was crazy. That's right. There was no Facebook. When it was MySpace, for those of you who remember me on Montclair, New Jersey, you motherfuckers know I was always telling y'all this was the Republic of Tartary. Republic means many fucking nations, right? Many countries within a nation. See, and everybody thought I was crazy. But you see now motherfuckers is running along going, and you don't hear, you're not gonna hear them say, oh well, Red was right. Or what? They don't know where the fuck the information came from. You make it right with your family, your ex-girlfriend, your girlfriend, your husbands, whatever the fuck, wherever, you know. Tell them, hey, man, forgive me. It was fucked up. Whether you wrong or right, it's not even about wrong or right. We're beyond that. And say, hey, look, I mean, I don't make apologies to nobody because I don't fuck with nobody. And I correct shit. And when motherfucker got a problem with the correction, fuck them. They're not going to do nothing. Trust me. They're going to get their little feelings hurt or something. In the world. I'm built on it. Built with it. I'm that motherfucking glitch in the fucking Matrix. Anyway. You can free yourself from all the contracts. But you have to be a nation. Who can hold council or city with the president? With the Pope? With the kings and queens? The fake ones of this world. Just listen to what I'm asking the question. Who can hold counsel with them? Can you? You know, when I walked into the UN, I walked in as a nation. That's why the majority sit their ass stairs. The monkeys that got up, they could see me. And that was good that they left. I'm not some goofy nigga, HEMA, worried about parties and young women and all that goofy shit. He's a fraud. And a few others. Best way to get magnesium and potassium, people. That's for emergencies when I'm fasting. Cramps. I mean, you carry 200 pounds and you got some muscle still. And you're fasting. I don't care who you are. Now, everybody's not going to show you them cramp because they look like a little bitch. Me, when I cramp, I just get up and move and I walk. I'll walk outside of my drawers. I've done it. I'm like, where the fuck this cramp come? I'll be pissed off. I was on the res about 8 years ago. Listen to this story. We'll get back to it. Man, she was gone for like a week, and I was like, great. I was like, me and Charisma and shit. I was lying out on the sofa, had my leg hanging off. Like, you know, you can cut your blood off a little bit. Watching all scary fucking movies fucking was the greatest thing. The nigga got a cramp that made me stand straight the fuck up. I was looking around in the dark with the light coming from the moon and the cornfield, and we got children of the corn happening here. I was straight the fuck up, y'all. This motherfucker had my ass and my hamstring locked the fucking like. Nigga, I ain't know what should I going forward. The fuck should I? Nigga, I went outside. I was in my drawers, no shirt, no just drawers. Damn near bucketed ass naked. Went up out there in that red clay. Got bullheads everywhere. I done stepped on a Charisma too. I gotta pull hers out. I done stepped on about 8 bullheads. You know those sticky birds I call them. They call them bullhead because they look like a little bullhead, and they horns, and they stick with a mouth, and then everywhere you fucking step it, stick it to your foot, and it break off sometimes. You got to get the needle and the tweezers and the fire, you know, get them out. Anywho, right? I'm out there damn near bucketed ass in these motherfucking Hanes motherfucking briefs. I mean, no, the boxes, you know, the fitting motherfuckers. And I'm standing on 5 motherfucking bullheads, and I'm looking up at the motherfucking moon. And for some reason, it was night, and I forgot it was just 9 o'clock. And yeah, well, I got back inside. The cramp kind of went away kind of quick, and I had to dig a whole bunch of bullheads up out of my feet and Charisma's feet. But that cramp, a motherfucker, made me stand straight the fuck up. And all I saw was the corn, because it's a big window in the dining room compared with the living. We had the sofa with the big TV, 60-inch. And it was just perfect. Neighbors, if they was drinking, they could come up like watching the goddamn drive-in, you know. And it's just like that, you know what I'm saying? So, nigga, anybody ever been asleep and came straight up on the top of their mother? I'm talking about whoop, like something. Listen here now. That's when I needed that shit. Because that's just, it's slow releasing, but it's quick reacting. I ate 2 bananas that night. Motherfucker, I was scared to go back to sleep. That bitch lynched up on me, and I don't know, I couldn't, I know medicine. I went everywhere looking at it. Part of the question is, the UN, this government, the war, that motherfucking the CIA, y'all heard? You haven't heard nothing about it lately, right? But the CIA involved, Brits, you look at the countries that's involved, how this proportionally distributed, where everybody behave this way and this way. They got everybody in a fucking cramp, and nobody stood the fuck up yet to start taking care of that cramp. I gotta stare. Y'all so smart. Woo, that's it. Oh, it's ready. Jersey bread, baby. You can't do it like that there, boy. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that's, man, listen. What? That's it right there, fish and grits, niggas. Anyway, that's it, right. So let's get into a little read. I hope y'all got that. If you didn't, go back and watch the video again. Sometimes y'all slow. Alexander, if you do this, you should bring this thing up on us. That's why you got that one over there. Don't do it again, girl. Going up ahead. Just some of the most important people in my life, right? So, I love this brother. He's a preacher. He's a good brother in Raleigh, North Carolina. I love him to death. Played with the Cincinnati Colts. This is my brother, Quintus McDonald, high school brother. Yeah, we all. This is from his company. For those of you all interested, go and have a look at I Am Recycling Incorporated. Okay. I Am Recycling. Women, their company pushes the best menstruation pads in the world. Talking about as far as health-wise and everything else, without the cancer-causing agents that the companies, all the other companies have willfully put in there. No, I Am Recycling. Quintus McDonald, if any of y'all follow NFL and like stuff like that. So he says, keep pushing Muspaka, a life, Quint. Oh, that signature. Yeah, NFL. Yeah. That's one of my brothers. Love him to death. I don't want to say children and family members, you know, but this one's going to be important. I keep these. This was actually, when was this? I think this was like 2015 or 16. So I forget. It's been a while. So, and that was, I think, yeah, I was over in Jersey, I think, at the time. This is one right here I will forever have with me. And this was 2009, 2010. This was for my grandmother. When she lived on Grove Terrace in Montclair, New Jersey. My grandmother, she's long past now. 96 years old when she passed. And she said something. I told you I was actor, you know, not a Hollywood wannabe. Fuck that shit. But this is one of the shows I did in School of Performing Arts, Montclair High School invites you. And you'll see that I'm the only one with one of those Russian hats on. This is us acting. See how slim I was? Look at everybody around me though. I'm a big motherfucker. It looks slim, but when it comes to martial arts, breakdancing, gymnastics, and boxing, I look like one of them motherfuckers out of one of them movies, don't I? That's Peter. That's a couple of the brothers. A sister, I'm not gonna mention her name. She's not here. Love her to death. This is my Sean Brent. His son who he named after me. I love her to death. There's a few others who aren't here no more. I'm not gonna show all of them. And this was We've Got the Look, an original spoof of Closed Teens. That's us in the Times, presented by the communication class. Communications, yeah, I know all about computers and all that shit. I just don't get into it. And cameras and all that, yeah. Class, School of Performing Arts at the Rand Building. I liked it so much there because I fought all the other teachers because I said they were teaching bullshit, that jazz, modern dance, and all that shit. So, because I was breaking, you know, it was important to stay flexible in gymnastics, boxing, the martial arts. I was part of all that shit. It's a long time ago. These are all documents. Whenever I look at these pictures, and she sent me this as a reminder of when she came to a couple of my shows. A reminder, and she always thinks about all the things I did, and she could never figure out why I didn't want to go further. It's not that I want to go further. I enjoyed the little things that I did, but I refuse to do all the crap. That's Dynamite Charlie Wright. It's my grandmother sitting down with her fro. Ford Ashby, fuck you. Anyway, right? And that's one of Joe Louis scared of box, okay? Out of Newark, New Jersey. Like I said, boxing's in the family. And people underestimate us when they look at us and they come up on us and blah, 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 blah. And this would have been my second wife from Queens, Donna Davis, to my husband when she was 5 years old. Oh, she's absolutely gorgeous. I think she got locked up. She's been locked up for a little while, I believe. Hopefully she's still alive. I used to hear from her, then I just stopped. And when you live around those kind of people, there ain't no telling what can happen when you should change and leave. I left because I had a hard time accepting who I may or might not be. My only purpose of leaving was just because of that. No other reason. I didn't care about so-called wife, anger issues, and none of that shit. None of that shit mean nothing to me. The first one, the cheating, no, that wore me. I was in my 20s and I was ready to flip the fuck out. And then I got my 30s and I was like, man, fuck this, I'm out. People you say, you know how to get away. They didn't say I run because I don't run from shit. I'm slow. And I'll be like, man, fucking y'all goofy. Y'all some retarded motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, I used to have to beat the bullies up because you motherfuckers didn't have nothing about yourself. Now some of y'all got into your 20s and 30s and came into yourselves and you think because you're grown that you're not badasses. You're not none of that. You need to remember that. And don't try to be a badass because you grown. All right, let's go ahead and read. I'm going to get right into this because we need to finish this book. God damn, that's some good tea. But if you ever come over here, I'm gonna make y'all some of that tea. Y'all gonna be like, y'all ain't gonna stop drinking it. You know, see when I cook steaks, when I cook eggs up, grits. It don't matter what kind of grits too. Be blue corn grits, Hopi grits. It can be whatever kind of grits, steaks, fish. Oh shit! And don't let me marinate a motherfucking lamb. Motherfuckers be like, that can't be lamb. The meat's falling off. No, no, no. I fucking hate chicken now. Didn't like it for a long time, but I ate it. You know. Never again. But are you talking about making chicken cordon bleu with the ham and all that? Or just making chicken, period? Like my grandma, great grandma, and all them made? Fried chicken? And whole cake? Hot water cornbread? Nigga, I'm a chef. Collard greens with turnip greens and mustard greens? Shit. Shit. Y'all have no fucking clue. I told you, the women used to be like, I used to make them catfish nuggets and homemade tartar sauce and shit like that, and hummus and pita chips. They used to be like, what the fuck? All the other women like, when we come over, Vic? Hell no, I ain't cooking for all them fat motherfuckers. Okay, so Terra Infinita, Extraterrestrial Worlds and Their Civilizations, a story told by the woman who was born in the lands behind ice walls. Okay, we're getting to the end of this. Okay, chapter 26, the continuing journey of William Morris. Now we know in the Iron Republic, I have books everywhere now, y'all, because I actually brought some books. And you can see when this was back, you can see I actually have a lot more books down here. I brought down 12 more books because I'm cross-referencing some stuff. So in cross-referencing, you know what comes with that. You find other things. You dig what I'm saying? And okay. Some of y'all weren't here when I read this. Where y'all? Yeah, I got some new ones on that. So if we get to the point where we read the new one, I'll make sure to include this in that read. That's why I brought some of those books down to cross-reference. That way we'll have better information as far as his description. Even his father, who tells you what Abraham Lincoln looks like, and his best friend tells you he's a nigga. So, and you know I'm not nice when it comes to shit like that because I'm tired of ignorant. So this one right here, the gentleman who's in this one right here, do y'all remember who he's talking to? The Iron Republic? Well, this one right here, people thought was before this. No. This right here, this individual right here is talking to William Morris's girlfriend. He actually starts falling in love with Mr. Morris's daughter, I mean. Okay? That's just for a little refresher for you. And for some other ones who don't know about, when I'm reading about the custodians or exposing the expositions of 18, I think it was 51. Actually, it was, because that's why I tell y'all that the Civil War wasn't a Civil War. Because the expositions were starting in 1851 up to the 1915. Didn't the Civil War end in 1865? Well, of course, in order to do it, to start destroying very important buildings, you must continue to bring people over here and have the indigenous people at war. It wasn't like them fighting Australia and all them other places. We are different beasts. You motherfuckers just don't remember. And that was the reason why I read The Heaven Bearers. For those of you who took the time to come over and follow and actually pay attention and listen, I've been giving you puzzle pieces to certain things. I just want you to know how powerful you are, and you need to know how powerful you are, and not sit there and just, I'm going to fake it until I become powerful. You have to do certain steps. You have to. People thought I was crazy when I said the day before your birth year, fast, and the day of your birth year, throughout the day, get on your head, do headstands, and clear your mind. That means meditate. Butt naked if you can. Nobody around you, tell everybody leave you on. It says your birthday, right? It's your day, right? You don't want no gifts and all that kind of bullshit. It takes you away from cleansing yourself, discharging and recharging. You get what I'm saying? So in order to do that, you must go against what they've created. You must reestablish the equilibrium. I ain't talking about gunfighter shit. Gung fu. I ain't talking about, I'm talking about you must re-equate the equilibrium to balance. Okay? I hope that makes sense. That's why I read, why I do. So let's get into this. So the continuing journey of William Morris, and you know it's by our brother right here, Claudio Marcelli. Okay. My father returned to these lands, to the lands where he was born, and he longed day after day, planning over and over again how he could return to help those he considered he had left behind. Now his brothers, as he referred to them, okay, knowing this great and painful truth was killing him every day. No, it wasn't a period. Remember who you was around when I read this before? I didn't put a quotation mark there, so it is in brothers. Excuse me. So anyway, he could return to help those he considered he had left behind, such as his brothers, as he referred to them. That means all this, the people that he remembered importantly. Anyway, knowing this great and painful truth was killing him every day. Imagine knowing that your brothers were dying in there, over here, all right, in a veritable hell of wars, manipulation, and pestilence, and that nothing you could do on the other side. Nothing. Good God Almighty, nothing you could do on the other side, where your life was also in danger. For by then the keepers had begun to attack the lands beyond, which until that time had been kept silent. So obviously, with our technology and our knowledge stolen away by these fake, fraudulent fucking Jews and utilized with an enemy, yeah. Well, you think they're all up the military and they signed a pact? Russia and all of them signed a pact, but they want a war? Make it make sense, people. Brits, and there's nothing really wrong with the dollar because they convinced you because of this fake Jewish bank, all right? And Nixon's dumbass removing the silver and gold standard when everybody thought it was Lincoln. Well, how can Lincoln do it when he was murdered? Oh, because Kennedy reestablished for a moment the gold standard of the dollar. Y'all didn't know that, do you? Because of the Federal Reserve? Yeah. Well, there's somebody else who actually kind of started it, the process, but it didn't get done. Nixon finalized it in a secret. Oh, y'all didn't know that? All this shit, up even right now, was by design. Look at how y'all don't patrol the streets and you're letting these worthless motherfuckers run around and do this and bomb that and blow this up and poison the lakes and everything else. But y'all still, because I got to go to work and make $1 to live. Like a fucking bunch of retards, because you don't know how to come together. You don't know how to put aside your fake ass self and start living the real you that stands up and goes, man, we're going to make it through this shit. Y'all don't have no fighting spirit. Let me go ahead. I had to do that, and I'm going to do it a few more times because you motherfuckers need to hear it. Now, anyway, not only that, but the custodians had encountered a great city of giants and giant humans who were not only traitors to them and therefore deserving of the worst punishment. By all accounts, the Anunnaki did not decide to take part in these attacks, and the custodians were quickly expelled from my lands. The technology by then quite advanced, thanks again to the help of the Anakin Skywalker. Do you see where this shit's coming from? These motherfuckers, when they make these movies, boy, they pretty much using your stories. You don't have no clue. You can't even perceive another world other than this shit, thinking that this is perfect. You can't even. How many of y'all dream walked into another world, into another realm or world, and you seeing it's beautiful? I told you about the one where I'm a kid playing with all my friends, and we're up about, I don't know, 700 stories, and we're seeing vehicles fly and drop people off. As a matter of fact, Auntie just came to the patio, just walked in, bubbled windows, no storms, the clouds, it's like looking at water above us. Everything's wonderful. Nobody's dying. No, it's, yeah, I tell you a couple more. I told you about the field. I'm running at the trees and all that. Tell you about when I was swimming in the ocean. I never had to come up. Look, y'all. Look, man. I've had some dreams, bro. Yeah. Anyway, this surprised the custodians who returned to the known lands with the fear of the possibility of losing them. They then tried to reinforce the walls with all the technology and military possible. The ice walls, people. A time of ridiculous treaties and military bases all over the area was coming to prevent any human being from being able to reach this truth. Now, was that enough to prevent our ships from getting through their base? Well, the infiltrators double, and so do the problems. We'll get into that last, and we've only got like 3 or 4 more chapters to go. All right. Now I want to read something else, and then we'll sit down for a little while. I'm gonna eat my grits and fish. I mean, hey man, if y'all know somebody else giving y'all this information and you know it all, you ain't gotta be here and waste your time. I don't want you to waste your time. Don't be here. Go somewhere else. Like I said, I'm not here for everybody. I'm here for a few. And for the motherfuckers who are watching, there ain't a goddamn thing you can do, monkeys. Don't worry, the American covenant and the women, that's not done. I had to go somewhere else because times change things. And if the women don't want to see themselves as powerful as they are, then fuck them. I'm not going to waste my time with them. And if they do see themselves and they realize it, all respect to them. And as long as they've been paying attention to my videos and do what I'm saying, they will ascend. And you niggas, there ain't nothing you can do to it about it. Except for keep looking stupid with your little fake thoughts and everything else. And when the women ascend, they're going to need strong, good men around. And there's plenty. So if you're in a bunch of that batch, you know, like I said, they can destroy, with nuclear weapons, they can destroy 70% of the earth. Like that. How many of y'all got together on these lands and shit and dug underground? I'm talking about dig. To build a better, safer place where you're high in the mountains and shit. Not really knowing what can come of it, but how many of y'all got together and done that? None of you, because you're lazy niggas. You're good, obedient slaves. Behold the Pale Horse, Mr. William Cooper himself. You know what the book looked like. You know the motherfucker's dead. No, you'll be there too, because you're hard-headed. Due to the wave of crime sweeping the nation, the media will convince the American people that a state of anarchy exists within the major cities. I want you to pay a fucking attention. If anybody donated, appreciate it. I haven't got to that. Tony hooked us up, man. We got about 4 or 5 books coming in. I can't wait. What date was it? It said the 17th, right? So that's 17th. Remember I had to wait like a month, 2 months for some of these goddamn. I hope so. Man, that's right on time. If that one comes in, we're going to start reading Anastasia. I told you the niggas all the fifth was a mulatto. All his family. I don't care how pale skin they looked and whatever. That's the whiting out factor. They had to get rid of any blood They're to them, it's contagion of any of the original people of that land. Why do you think they killed Lincoln? Anybody else was because they didn't want to partake in it. Absolute power corrupts when you get a sense of it. And sometimes they forget their position in place. You've seen it. Lincoln was no president. There was no Washington a long time ago, because if there was a George Washington, he damn sure was a nigga, because if you know the study surnames and importance of the surnames, you'll know there's nobody named George Washington over in Europe until after the fucking thing, the fact of learning American history somewhere in the 60s, and all of a sudden you got people here born and people naming their babies who have moved there and this, that, and other. George Washington, because of their fucking ignorance, not knowing that's an indigenous surname based on the Shemitic diatribe. So we're going to leave it at that. Y'all can do that research later. Let's get back into this. I keep giving y'all fucking sips, man. Just take it. You hate me later. I don't give a fuck. Anyway. Again, I want to reiterate this. Due to the wave of crime sweeping the nation. Yeah, you got a few people fighting back. Headlocks, blah, 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 sword keep, whatever the fuck. Anyway, the media will convince the American people that a state of anarchy exists within the major cities. Why do you think that dumb bitch in New Mexico did what she did, which is not... The Constitution is abso-fucking-lute. Okay? The bitch was supposed to be a lawyer. She's one of the fraud ones. She knew goddamn well she can't do what she's doing, but she's seen how dumb the people are. Well, the people about had enough, especially in that place. They'd have been better off doing that somewhere like in Ohio or something. But anyway, because an 11-year-old kid got shot. But then you don't hear him talking about Tamir Rice, because the bitch is a fraud. And he's 1 out of 100. Let me say reading. My apologies. I'm just in that mode today. I'm about to have fish and grits. I don't know, man. I should make up some hot water kind of cornbread. Anywho, right? Anyway. They are now building their case almost nightly on TV and daily in the newspapers. Now, when public opinion has been won to this idea, they intend to state that a terrorist group armed with a nuclear weapon has entered the United States and that they plan to detonate this device in one of our cities. Lockdown. This is now being set up by the crisis in the Middle East. The government will then suspend the Constitution to declare martial law, to which you see happening. Why do you think they let all those foreigners in? Why do you think all those weapons and all that fertilizer shit on a train? That's the name of couple. Y'all unaware of some of the other things that went missing, huh? Did y'all say, well, let me go and do the research? Now watch, there's some people going to do some lives and stuff like that and post some stuff. They're going to do the research versus what I'm saying, because nobody else has done it. And you're going to realize, holy fuck, they're setting the stage while y'all sit there slaving. How many of y'all took September the 1st and struck that day? Or any the rest of that week? None of you did, because y'all obedient fucking slaves. You're cowards. You said it because you're retired. You know nothing about me. And whenever I tell you, you don't fucking listen. Anyway, the government will then suspend the Constitution and declare martial law. Now, they're testing the waters about that. The secret alien army of implanted humans and all dissidents, which translates into anyone they choose, will be rounded up and placed in the 1 mile square concentration camp that already exists. Yes, it does. Are the people whom they intend to place in these concentration camps and destined to make up the reported batch consignments of slave labor needed by the space colonies. He's seeing something else, and it's not saying it don't exist, but I keep telling you it's not outer space. It's outer space, all right, but it's other lands. The media, radio, TV, newspapers, and computer networks will be nationalized and seized. Anyone who resists will be taken or killed. You see that how it played out. They have practice in North Korea and China and all those other. They have practice here. You just unaware of it because you niggas won't get together. You got knucklehead young motherfuckers who don't know how to manage themselves and behave and listen because they made sure that your parents were broken. And then you have motherfucking women who can't listen to a man because they don't see the importance of it. Because they don't know the importance, because they've been lied to, and yet they don't see their own importance, and their own importance that they think they have. No, most women don't want to be out there working some fucking job, talking about look at me and a great me, without having a good person or man in their life. That's fucking bullshit. But the ones they portray is the ones that mitigate your mindset. And you listen and believe it because you don't get out more often. You don't really know the world you live in. And every time you go out, you see the world, for some reason, your imbalance seems more ugly because that's where you're fucking grafted to go. As if there's nowhere beautiful here, you have sadly fucking missed the pooch. The entire operation was rehearsed by the government and military in 1984 under the code name Rex 84A. Very well familiar with that motherfucker. And it went off without a hitch because I went into the military, of course, at that time. Excuse me. When these events have transpired, the secret government and or alien takeover will be complete. Your freedom will never be returned, and you will live in slavery for the remainder of your life. You had better wake up, and you had better do it now. Now, Philip Klaus is an agent of the CIA. Philip Klaus. I hate saying their fucking names. All right. This was stated in the documents I saw between 1970 and 1973. Now, one of his jobs as an aviation expert was to debunk everything to do with UFOs. Oh, you can look at some of his stuff. I told y'all that other day when we read this a few days ago. All military commanders were instructed to call him to gain information on how to debunk and or explain UFO contacts and or sightings to the public and or the press if and when the need arose. Now, some people seem to love Klaus, and they encourage him and heap large doses of attention on him. And he is invited to speak at every UFO or all UFO events, and is quoted in papers, books, newspapers as being the expert, the top-notch, informative. Anyway, top-notch. No, I don't. You know what? He's not. There's somebody else better than him, I think. Anyway, expert on what really happened. Okay, Philip Klaus is not operating in our best interests, not at all. His debunking and explanations of UFO sightings are so full of holes that a 6-year-old child could be able to discern his true purpose. Now, I have seen poor misled people actually ask Klaus for his autograph. Klaus, he's a Jew, an Ashkenaz, for his autograph. I have found that in many instances, the secret elect are absolutely right when they state that people who will not use their intelligence are no better than animals who do not have intelligence. Now, mind you, we know that everything has its own preset requisite or intelligence. Even a tree, a mite, an ant. So we know that Pelicans are ignorant, but we give him that. Okay, it's nothing bad. You just got to learn. Anyway, should be able to discern his true purpose. I have seen poor, misled people actually ask Claus for his autograph. Okay? Similar in magnitude to Elliot Ness asking Al Capone for his autograph. I have found that in many instances, the secret elect are absolutely right when they state that people who will not use their intelligence are no better than animals who do not have intelligence. We just debunked that. Now, such people are beasts of burden and seeks and stakes on the table by choice. And oh wow, such people are best of burden and stakes on the table by choice and consent. Oh, shit. I was reading this for something else. Anyway. Now, here's a quote from Chapter 2 of Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars by Cody Goodfellow. If y'all remember that, it was an excellent read. We get exactly what we deserve in most instances. Now, William Moore, James Handel, well, it's true, because you choose to adhere and listen. Does it mean be my slave or obedient to me? Fuck all that. I'm telling you to pay attention. And stop being, in hindsight, blinded with one hand over one eye and the other one looking over that way when everything is right in front of you going on right here. Okay? Now, William Moore, Jamie Shandara, and Stanton Friedman are witting, and in parentheses, with full knowledge, understanding, and consent, agents of the secret government, and William Moore's reported use of a Defense Investigative Service ID card and his reported self-confession to Lee Graham that he is an agent of the government confirmed it. Now, Lee Graham phoned me at my home and when asked, confirmed that Moore had indeed shown him a Defense Investigative Service ID. Now, Moore's later confession proved it without any doubt. But it's pretty freaking interesting reads, man. It's powerful. It's very potent. Told you there's other books like this, not just by William, but other individuals who have been unalive. But the books are out there for some reason. So you know there's mitigation of change. There's manipulation of words and ends and beginnings. So you need to be mindful of that. So when you start picking stuff up like this and reading it. Okay? So I got all that done under an hour. And when we come back, we're going to hit the 100 years of lynching. Got to. All right? And we're going to be, because I have to, we're going to hit the Jews and Muslims in British colonial America. All right? This is another bag. This is not the one that's upstairs. This is a whole different one. This is the other. This got the other brand new. So I told you I got like 5 or 6. My neighbor says, me and the old lady, we smoke. Man, what's in that little thing? I says, you can ask my brother Rondo. Man, I smoke one. I'm still smoking it. I only took 4 hits and the bitch is in the glass jar right there, and it's all by his goddamn lonesome self. And I'm not in no rush to smoke that motherfucker. You leave what you want. That muffler right there ain't no kid, man. This right here. I got it right here on the table. See that right there? I take a hit and I'm like, nigga. My boy smoked all this shit and stood right in front of me now. As you can see. I don't smoke to get high. I don't need to get high. All right. First. All right. But let me tell you something. When I feel good, you might think I'm drunk or high, and I'm far from it. Ron, I'll tell you. He might look like it, but he's far from it. Then he must be faking it. I can drink 5 bottles of wine, shit, down to half of it to kill it. Smoke a fucking blunt, which I don't like doing none of them together. My body don't react to that shit well. And right when you think I'm fucked up, I snap on your ass and straighten you the fuck up, and you look at me and you be like, this nigga's sober. So don't get it fucked up. You dig? And Ronald, when am I telling the truth, man? So many motherfuckers don't know. Snoop know too. He's back in high school. Motherfuckers running around, we all smoking and drinking, and I'll be the motherfucker that walk a straight line. I did. I took it. What was that, T. Hans? What was that, brother? Already? Oh, okay. When I was okay, good. Get off it. Yeah. What's going on? What's happening? All right. You'd be better off instead of one of those fake ass account. Like, use your real face. Like, be stand up. Like when I troll people, I have my face on there. You know, don't be pussy. But how you doing, brother? No, what's going on, beloved? Davenport, I got you. So I'm glad y'all all came in. I thought it'd been a lot more speaking up. But anyway, crickets. I'm not saying no ego, I'm saying for real, that's who I really am. Like, people do some weird shit, and I'll be like, are these motherfuckers trying to size me up, not knowing my background? When I tell them my background, because some people are stupid. When they see you, they realize, like, you go to California, you go to certain places where there's some real gangsters that are killers, straight up trigger pullers. People get us mistake. They think because we nice and we talk a certain way, we seem decent. No. See, that's when you make a mistake. I always tell people, like, the last thing you want to do, I don't never size nobody up. I see you, and I say things because I know I can rent your space. I can rent space, but I'm not trying to do. But I'll say things just to see where you stand. And you go, okay, cool. And now then I'm aware if you aware of something, because whatever you know, it doesn't mean you don't know nothing. Then I allow myself to exist in that moment. And I might sit there and go, man, you full of shit. And it's not trying you, it's telling you what the fuck what I smell. And if you want to challenge it and don't want to be honest, it goes wherever the fuck it goes. I'm not about creating problems. Some people just have this promiscuity to either believe in a lie or to lie all the time. And when I smell the fucking lie, I'll tell you. Or when you get your character fucked up with who you really are, I'll pull you the fuck back down and be like, nigga, you ain't built like that. Stop that bullshit. Don't believe that. See, a lot of people live in a world where they believe, because they haven't really walked in a certain world, they'll believe that who they are is going to determine. No, motherfucker. There are those of us who don't give a fuck about none of that shit. There's a few of us who don't give a fuck about giving a fuck about care or any of that shit or anything, love and hate and all. We don't give a fuck about none of that. But we see the importance of certain things. So I need brothers and sisters. That's what you see there. On that right there, the original Alamos, it didn't have African Americans. On the new up-to-date one, it put them down to African. They look like they fucking African. This is what I'm talking about. These stupid motherfuckers. You know, with all the shit they're doing, you think they'd be man enough and truth enough to tell the truth. See, first of all, if they was the truth and they was man and woman enough to tell the truth, they'd be aware that a lot of these pale skins that worshiping they fake ass Jesus and everything else, and they fake little world and Cabbage Patch Babies and everything else, would turn around and go, holy fucking shit. That's why I say your enemy, your adversary of all you motherfuckers, all you dumb status class having dumb motherfuckers doing weird shit and all that and believing in this, that, and the other, they don't give a fuck about none of you. And yet you still want to be like the little mutated little mouse in a jar that don't want to be around each other, huh? And you're all the same. Okay. Well, I appreciate taking the time to read for y'all and discuss some things that you might want to look at, whether you win this, that, and other, and all that. Actually, what struck my was I like the Iranian brother who's American and ex-Army, Valuetainment. You know what his name is, and somebody shared a clip, and I was like, I don't need to see all his shit. I like what he's doing, but you know, he's still kind of in that world of rich. He's a millionaire, and easy to be, and I'd rather see y'all together and be on some land and be like, here's some ideas, and we build it together instead of a selfish motherfucker only wanting for one thing. It's not really to pass information. I always come across these individuals. I would like to see us in a shack that we built, home, well, maybe 10 families can live until we build, because like I said, on an acre, hell, on 3/4 of an acre, you can put 4 houses up. See, y'all don't get it. And see, we got people worried about what's going to happen to the land. First of all, you got to make sure the cisterns, you dig down, find good source of water, you'd be surprised at the water up underneath us. That's better than all this poison shit. Y'all just don't want to do the work. I know. You could be digging in the ground, next thing you know, it's about a quarter-mile sinkhole, and you're laying in, 100 feet down in a fucking jungle somewhere, and it's happened in real world, Brazil and places like that. Well, then you don't have to worry about nothing. Now you're in a part of the world you didn't know, and you get to see and rest in until your next voyage. But y'all could have came together. I look right now, I'm looking back 2 years, and I'm looking at all y'all and how much money y'all wasted. Can anybody say, I didn't waste shit? Don't come at me with that you live check by check. Now, everybody just lives check by check. Now, I know some people have some circumstances. I'm not here to knock on and beat up on anybody that's going through some things, because if we were all together, nobody would have to go do nothing. Not even dumb shit. Not any people's little dumbass attitudes and want to walk around thinking they're this big motherfucker. You get in the weight room, you start lifting the motherfucker over there pushing all that weight. I used to go over there and be like, why are you making all that? Why are you doing all that, man? I know you're working out, but why are you doing all that? And if they got up, I says, nigga, I will break your jaw. I will knock your big ass out. I'm 225, 30 pounds. And you look about 300, I will knock your big ass out. And I've had to do it. Knock a big lifting, bench pressing, 500 pound nigga out. See, they didn't know that I was a boxer, but see, when you want to act like your little estrogen, your little testosterone, and your little steroids and everything make you the fucking man that you is, just get hit right by the right motherfucker. That's not being a badass. I'm being dead ass honest. Anybody that knows me from Harlem, Spanish Harlem, Manhattan, anywhere, working at the gyms, Worlds, go all them gyms that I went to, Millville, New Jersey, Camden, everywhere, from boxing and everything. I like to get up under 300. I'm not doing that no more. 315, 365, I think 375 was my maximum before. I can't remember the Navy. I had to ask for my buddies. I used to never pay attention to it. Repped it like 400 pounds, 400 pounds like 4 times. I used to shoulder press 315, like powerlifting. Nah, man, I was doing them but damage. But let me check that jaw. Let me check that chin, that temple. Let me check that sweet spot. Let me stop you motherfucking blackie out for a hot second while you're standing on your feet. That's all I say. Now, I don't advocate violence, but I know motherfuckers be talking a lot of big shit. Okay? Until they get touched. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the motherfucking face. That's a New York coin, Brooklyn. Yeah. We know that's what Tyson said, but that's a saying that's been around for a long time about pugilists, motherfucker. That's the saying that I knew when I grew up. My grandpa used to say, and he got a plan until you get punched in the motherfucking face. And that's something that we grew up with. You know, when everybody say everybody shoot a fade, no, some people will fight even that can't fight. But sometimes you run up on a motherfucker that will break your neck. Be like, nigga, you want to fight me? You can't fight? I'm going to kill you. And they carry it out. It happens quite often. We're living in a world where all that needs to stop. We need to stop fighting one another. We need to come together. That's what brotherly love is all about. That's brother and sister right there. They're not African American. I like to catch a motherfucker come up to me talking about African American. I'm gonna punch him in the motherfucking mouth. And they get jaw broke. I'm gonna say this motherfucker came up insulting me, and it was a danger. It was a threat, and I took it as it came up with racist ideology. I don't know what that fucking made up shit is. But I don't want to hear about the fucking government's curriculum or study because you went there and failed. You don't know no law. Get the fuck away from me. See, I don't deal with nothing like that, and I know how to convene on it. So they probably would send somebody that's not to talk. Big mistake. But anyway, I'm just giving out tea. Anyway, I hope y'all got some information. I hope that was informative enough for you. That's some good shit. And we'll pick this up later on, okay? Don't worry. I done been out and did everything I need to do, and I'm not going to listen to that motherfucking ding 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 and all them names and all that shit. And it keeps people stuck in wanting to fight and go to war and all. And motherfuckers don't even know what they're fighting and going to war because motherfuckers they fighting didn't do shit. Over the seas, all that war and all that fighting, all that cursing at the people and fucking them up and roughing them up. Now you might understand why motherfuckers started committing suicide because they realized the truth and they didn't know how to deal with themselves. Instead of them leaking out and leaching out to the motherfuckers that caused it. I don't get you dumb motherfuckers. Be smarter than that. All right? Oh, what's going on, beloved? It just popped up, man. I'm about to touch the screen. Anyway, I'll see y'all a little later.